Good morning, everyone. This is Armando Garcia, Director of the World Press Agency in los United States and also Director of the Nuestra America Online Radio. Welcome to the 6th Literary Expo sponsored by Nuestra America Online Radio and the World Press Agency. And this is the first time we do an interview in English because some writers from Spanish-speaking countries had published their books in English. Today, we have a Peruvian writer who lives in Canada, who is an expert on artificial intelligence. Right now, also, we have an ambassador who is from Mexico. Her name is Lilia Baylis, not related to the drink, but actually related to her last name, right?
Yes,
Lilia,
right.
you could introduce our writer.
Yes. Well, it's an honor to be here. My name is Lilia Baylis. I'm a wife and a mother. Becoming a writer is a dream come true. My book has come true. My book is named I Won't Be Afraid to Success Anymore. I'm wife and mother, but also a woman. I still can't believe that everybody along the world can find my book at Amazon. My book is the story of my life, a simple life that a lot of women have. My real story starts when I was a little girl and lost my parents. I have lots of dreams, like being a dancer and a singer, but life has other plans for me. My life is full of a mother and wife activities. I've been a stylist for 30 years and jewelry creator and designer. The best thing of all is that people had cried and inspired themselves while reading my book with the way I can combine working while being a full-time housewife. I live in a beautiful city named Hermosillo in the state of Sonora in Mexico. My city is known mostly for the delicious roast meat made over charcoal. That's the reason why cattle raising meat can be exported. Mining, fishing, and other industries make Hermosillo and Mexico a great rich place. Touristic cities like wonderful beaches with the most lovely sunsets known all over the world make them a great place to visit. We have a very hot weather like 120 degrees Fahrenheit, but we love to live here. Culture and traditions are known as a treasure all over the world. I will present the writer Omar Silva Fulchi. He's a proud father of two and husband to Elizabeth. Omar Silva Fulchi has 15 years of expertise in IT and project management, cloud data center, security, LAN storage, database, and application, leading teams of 5 direct reports. Omar founded RoboGeek in 2015 with my dear son Omar and with his Omar and daughter Karen. Omar focuses on creating and teaching STEM courses in AI, robotics, engineering, electronics, coding, and automation. Microsoft certification in AI 9100 Azure AI. And welcome to the fair Sex Literature Expo.
Thank you, Lilia.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Omar, welcome to Nuestra America Online Radio and also to the Literary Expo sponsored by the radio station and the World Press Agency. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How you were born in Peru, but how you ended up in Canada? That's one of the biggest questions for you.
Okay, I will tell you some about my life also in Peru. My name is Omar Silva Fulchi, and here in Canada, I have an hyphen. And the reason for that is here in Canada, you can have only one name and one last name. And I always love my mother's name and my father's name. And when I went to the bank, I tell her, told me, hey, you can have any name that you want here in Canada when you register. Oh, that's great. And then what I found out that only with hyphen, we can keep my both name and mother's name and father's name. Therefore, from there, I hyphen my name. Also, my son did that, and my daughter when did that. No, my wife didn't hyphen, only used the last name. And what happened is that when I was in Peru, I studied at the University, National University of Engineering, electronic engineering, and also computer science. After I finished there, I have the opportunity to travel to Europe, no? Because we have a special program on exchanges for ITT, and that course was in Belgium. We were there for 8 months, and we learned about hardware and software. And it was that now ITT belongs to Bell, no? And what's amazing the lab that we have, because we have a special exchange there, and we are students from all across the world. And I remember when we were there, we have study English at school, but it's different also when you attend a course or you try to speak. And before we travel over there, we have private tutors in English that they were with us almost 1 or 2 months at the company in FETSA before we traveled to Europe. And that was great. But when we were there, we have people from Bermuda, and they spoke so fast, no? That I couldn't catch them what they were telling, no? And we were two pals that were there, and also we were, what he told, and then at the end of after 1 month, we were able to catch most of the stuff that they were doing, no? But that was a very nice experience, no? And we were trying when we go back to Peru that we can work in that area on exchanges, no? Because what the toll exchange was for international communication. But at that time, when we come back to Peru, Peru broke the links with the ITT, you know, and then with the American companies, and we were not able to work in that field. No? And after the training, they gave us free, you know, and then we can look for another job. And I was lucky, you know, because I was on a job in CIMAC, and this is the industrial service of the Navy, no? Servicio Industrial de la Marina del Callao, that is in Spanish. And I worked there for 5 years, no? But what's amazing was as a system weapon engineer and work with all the different destroyer and also submarine. No? And because we were the Navy was installing their three sonars in the submarines. They assigned me directly to that project to lead that project. And what's amazing thing, because CIMA had a state-of-the-art lab with all the electronics, and we can get everything there, no? And I think at the end here, was able to modify two sonars, and that were all, and we upgraded that, no, saving a lot of money to the Navy, no, because its system costs around $1 million, and we save that money, no, then we make it for a few thousands that interface, no, because we have very good team also in the zone, making the hydrophones and everything there. And I was surprised that in that travel to the submarine, but the submarine is also it's tricky because you go under the water and then you have to sail there, no? And then it's was nice, no? But remember when we made that modification, the sonar, oh no, the chip over there was working properly, no? And then we went there and surprised because the first time that we went, we were able to go a long range of detection, no, of the passive sonar is that they hear all the noises and then you can catch up, no? Then they have operators. They always say that they have a special listening skills, and they can make differences in the sounds, of what is coming there, what kind of propeller are they having there, everything there, no? And I think was a very satisfaction, no? But at the same time, I was running other business with other partners, no? Was my own business, no? Then they told me, hey, we have problem, you have to move over here in order we can run the company, no? And that is a decision that I did at that time, no? To have my family, my wife and my two children. They were still young, no? And I think that starting from startup is very hard, no? Always, it's not like you work in a big company. And I think that it's okay, no? But sometimes when you have a small problems with your friends, then that is difficult, no? Therefore, at the end, I have my own business, and then I did that for 10 years, no? And before I came to Canada, I had that and working on electronic, more in the manufacturing, and generators, and we create different kind of electronics equipment. No? Then we sold around 500 different units of designs that we did at the lab. No? And at that time, when I had the opportunity to Canada, one neighbor told me, hey, they are looking for people to Canada families. I said, no, but I am 42 years, I am old. I said, no, I'm not going to be able to work over there. No? And then for there, then I seen, she told me, no, they are accepting families. Therefore, I applied, and because I have my engineer also in Peru, and a lot of experience, and they were asking for that kind of engineers. I was accepted, no, for immigrating to Canada with my whole family. At the very beginning, I came with my son, no, first for finding a job. But the job that you have there is not the same that you are going to have when you go to country, no, especially to Canada or the States. No, then I believe it's a harder uh, place to the job experience. No, they are very tough competition. No, you have here master, PhD, a lot of persons coming from across the world. No, and also when the jobs that when you want to go, it's difficult to go and get one. No, but I have very confidence and was able to have that option. I have my family, and then we were able to work and find our way here. No, everyone come here and find its way over here. No, that is that we select that Canada and also Toronto. No, because remember I didn't know how was Canada that year. You know, I know that was Canada and Toronto was his capital, but I didn't know exactly all the provinces that Canada had. And but my father, when he was a biologist, and he had he traveled to Canada, Toronto, no, and I knew that he came to Toronto. Therefore, when I was on the embassy, they asked me, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "I want to go to Toronto." And when I said, "Okay," and then I started looking for that, and I saw that one of my friends, colleagues of the university, was here in Canada. I contacted him, and he's one that picked me up uh, with my son at the airport, no? And from there, yes, we started over here, no?
And when was this? Was 20 years ago? How long ago?
Yes, in 1985.
1995. Okay. So, yeah.
23 years ago.
23 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how difficult was for you to learn the language, mostly in English or French? Because when you went to Belgium, the class was taught in French, no?
Yeah, they have also French and English, but because in Amber is a farmer, and most of the people speak almost 5 languages, no? But the training was in English. But
That's why it was in English. Okay.
yes, but Brussels there they
Mm.
speak French, no?
Yeah.
And but I also studied French and German when I was at the high school, and I was able to speak before, no? Then it's something that in Belgium we were lucky because you can go there to the high school and learn free, no? Therefore, we raised it there to learn French and German, and that was great, no? Then at one time I used to speak German and also French, no? But if you don't practice, you lose it, no?
Oh
That's the
yeah.
problem, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I don't know. You have questions about your Lilia? You have questions about his book, or what kind of question you may have?
Yes. Well, you have a stunning record and you are a very intelligent person. I admire you. My father was also a biologist. He studied a lot. He was a scientist, and I admire all men like that. Well, I have two questions for you. Well, I would like to read all your book, but I have two questions for you. I want to know something a little bit different. I like to know, do you have a hobby? And where do you like to live the most?
Yes, I have a hobby. We play soccer, you know, during the weekends. You know, I used to play that 1 month ago, but I fell down. Said no, and because we travel to Peru in December usually, and stay there 4 months, and I said no, I don't want, and anything happen to me, I don't want to go, and I stopped playing that. No, but I think it's during the day we do. Uh, Small gyms here at home. We have the bike. That my wife is the one that is she terrible. He has a lot of 1 hour of exercise, not me. Me is only 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and that's it. No, but she is incredible on that. And but we walk also outside, walking, and that's also some. Sometimes we go to dance, no? Then that's important, no? Then you do exercises there. And I love also chess, no? Then something that I want to write a book about, maybe that, and also this something that interested me about that. Yeah.
Very interesting. And where do you like to live the most?
Uh, I prefer to live in Canada. I love Peru, Lima, or because my family also have there. Uh, this family is also there. But here in Canada, we have our children and our grandchildren. All of them live here in Canada. Our core family is here. And I think the most important thing is, especially when you are in Canada, when you have your children and they grown up, they can be anywhere where they find jobs. No? And we were lucky, because my son, my daughter before was in the States, then and living for 3 or 4 years. Then he came back, and now she's living here in Oakville. That is, it's not that close from home, but it's 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And my son also is here in Brandon, living there. Um, uh, these children also, she luckier because her children live, two of them very close to the home, no? And that's important. She can watch her grandchildren, and I think that's important. No? His my children loves. Yes, almost like in the same neighborhood that my no, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you with a very beautiful life there Canada is a place that everybody would like to live. I think that sometimes you will miss your home, your country, but I think that you are better there. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. On top of that, we have also Spanish friends, no Peruvian friends, and this has a lot of friends here, and also we go to different events, no? And that is important, no? The communication between them, all everything in Spanish, no? And the first time that when we arrived to Canada, I remember I was in the subway, no? Nobody spoke Spanish, no? What and then now you can listen Spanish all around. No? Then many Spanish have migrated to Canada and also in other, Montreal is also a big city for Spanish people. And I think this Canada is a great country, you know, then especially for your children. You know, if you want to raise your children here, they have a lot of opportunities. No? Then the universities, the high school is free, and 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 also the primary school is free, and and they have fair quality, the healthcare is free. Therefore, it has many things, and the people is incredible. Here we live different kind of nationalities. It's around more than 100 nationalities that are here in Canada. And I think it's different. No? And when we go to Peru, you see only two or three different nationalities, but not like here. No? Here it's I think it's different. No? And the great thing is that everybody comes along together. No, there is no differences. You go to school, or to the university, or to the work, and you will see, everyone there, and everyone is proud of their roots, no? And we respect that. Sometimes they invite to their houses, you know them, and then know different kind of dishes, and it's very nice here. Yeah.
I see. You are having a very wonderful life over there. So congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I think I have my wife, Liz, now that we got married 6 years ago, and we live very happy together here too. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, now let's talk about your book, AI, or better known as artificial intelligence. Why you wrote that kind of book?
When I was at RoboGeek, we have courses in STEM. No? STEM is science, technology, engineering, and maths. And the part of the courses, my son Omar creates some of the courses, and those courses included some AI courses. No? Then when I was teaching them, I liked some of them, no? And also I was also in the field listening about that 4 or 5 years ago. And the labs that he wrote were amazing. And one of them really surprised me, because that was from a guru from Google that wrote that and make a video, and explain the uh, part of the artificial intelligence is called the convolutional neural networks. No? And that kind of network is, for example, if you have an image, if you want to determine what kind of image do you have there are some calculations that you do for getting that. And it's a lot of maths behind there, no? But Google has created such platform to do that, no? Because they have created the computers, no? The platform of computers, they use not CPU like our normal computers that you have laptop, or GPU that sometimes you have for graphics. We have TPU, Tensor Project Process Units. And those are special. No? And when you see the pictures in my book about the big servers that they have in the cloud, it's amazing, how they create that technology. They have the hardware created, and also they use the TensorFlow. That's a theory, that they use, and I apply that in order to optimize the system. Therefore, they have a search engine that nobody can be better than them. That is, the Google search is the best that we have, in the world. And the other thing is that once I researched about that, said, okay, Google is only not the only one that can have AI. And I took a course in Harvard, and that was Python for AI. That was the name of the course. That was a very tough course. And I remember the lectures. After that, you have your test, and after that, they have the programs for you have to write programs in Python. Those were I never seen that tough um, programs to code, and the person that he hosts that course was a wise person, and also explained us the different features of AI. But after that course was a good one, but I was not happy with that, because they didn't fulfill me. I said, I want to write a book, but it's not enough. Then I went and took courses on Microsoft, and that is what uh, the Lily mentioned, that I certify and assure Microsoft uh, uh, AI 900, Artificial Fundamentals. And so I took courses about that, and I certify myself. Okay, now I am ready. When I start doing that book, thinking on the certification on the AI 900, but when I was writing the book, said, okay, uh, the manufacturing was a big uh, sport for me, a big goal. Because I worked a lot in Peru. And my son works in manufacturing all his life, and he creates some workshop for robotic in manufacturing. And then I use that information. I asked permission. I put that in the book too, as a reference. And when we went to schools, and he created amazing workshops to teach the kids and the young kids about manufacturing, then that and then said, okay, what is in AI in manufacturing? And I went there and read about the different things. Then I went to the next stage. He made the first part of manufacturing that was 4 years ago. Then I went and researched, what is now the manufacturing in what state, and we know that because we teach robotics and we simulate robots also in our courses, that the automation is very, very powerful there. And that's the reason that I create a chapter 4, that is a research on the different big ones in manufacturing, that is Google, Microsoft, IBM, and Siemens. Then and they have that there, and create that course. And when I was just finishing the book, then the chat GPT show up. I said, oh, what's that? And then I make research on that, and it's amazing because now this has changed everything. Because now the Joe Biden in the States has written a special, I seen.
Yeah, he's signing into law something related to AI because the dangers of manipulating the technology for not for the benefit of humanity, maybe to harm her.
Yes, that's right. And that is what it's about. And then it grew so fast. And then now I could see, I was reading before the interview, and the new trends of the AI, and that I will comment on later on. But those, I have to make that chapter 10 where we extended that, explaining what we could do for that, because you have the DAL-E that allows you to draw anything. You go to that site and said, I want to draw this, for example, the picture, no? And you explain what kind of picture you want, and the artificial intelligence will draw that for you.
Yeah.
No? And then, and that is before when I researched that was free. Now, last time I went to check it, $15 per month. Therefore, if you want, you pay. No, then the thing is, but it has amazing results that what they have done. No? And now Microsoft have purchased OpenAI, that the one that make this chat GPT, no? And it's different now. And that is the reason that I think I'm excited for that, no? Because it's like a toy I found, and then I can learn more and more. And sometimes I said, okay, enough. Why that's it.
You have a copy of your book? You could show it? Do you have the cover?
Yes, I have here.
Can you hold it from the camera? Can you read the title? I cannot read the title. What
is Artificial Intelligence Fundamentals AI 900 in Manufacturing.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Tell me if you agree with this. It is obviously the artificial intelligence is a powerful technology that can bring many benefits, but also has many risks and challenges for our society. Some of the biggest dangers people might say AI brings is job disruption that can affect workers and the economy. The other one is security and privacy issues that can expose personal data and sensitive information. AI malware and cyber attacks can harm systems and networks, and also weapons and warfare that can cause violence and conflict, deepfakes, fake news, and political manipulation that can spread misinformation and undermine democracy. Do you think that's the idea of AI, or what?
You have mentioned many of the possible drawbacks of the AI, no? Because for example, you mentioned that the manipulation of the data, no? And that is something that now one of the problem is how they learn, for example, how you make learn a GPT, the chat GPT, no? Because they learn from the web, from the books, and from the information, no? But do they have permission to read that? No? That is the privacy that you can say, no? But usually the big companies like Google or Microsoft, they have information about your likes or dislikes, no? But they are using now in marketing, no? Because sometimes when you go on Facebook, if you were looking for buying, for example, a car, then the different types of car will show up in Facebook because they know that you are looking for that. No? Now they have used that before the AI is working or was there, no? Because they have different ways to track what you were trying to have on the web, no? The cybersecurity is double. It depends, no? Because there are one thing. No? One is the hardware and the software that secures every company, no? And and that depends, no? Because that's the reason that when we have the upgrades of the operating system, no? Sometimes you go to your computer and say, no, you need to upgrade because there are some changes on security. But because constantly the hackers are there trying to look for the holes on the code and try to enter to the system. And that is the what can happen, no? And that is normal before the AI. No? The hackers, I don't think they can use the AI for maybe they can try if they have access to the information, no? But you never know because you are like, no? Because now what they can do is, for example, take a video or make a video of you with your voice and ask for a ransom for that, no? And that is something that is feasible and the technology is for there, no? And then the next part is fake news, no? That is what is saying Russia or other countries are trying to have no here in Canada. I read that they're saying that some countries are trying to influence again Trudeau and other politics here, no, and that is the fake news, no, and that is huge, no, because there are many interests around, and how they can do that, uh, we don't know. That we
Yeah.
have to be really. I think is the government have to. I think have the laws for that in order that can make the companies deduct, they make the companies responsible for that. No?
Yeah, based upon what you're saying, in late March of this year, more than 1,000 technology leaders, researchers, and other experts working in and around the artificial intelligence signed an open letter warning that AI technologies present profound risks to society and humanity. Among the people who wrote this letter is Elon Musk, the owner of Telsa and also the X, former Twitter. They urge that AI labs to halt development of their most powerful system for 6 months or more so that they could better understand the dangers behind the technology. So AI seems to me is a 21st century technology, but we are still in diapers, but it seems that everybody's worried about it.
I think we are not on diapers.
We're
We are
not.
far. No,
Mhm.
really, I was surprised. No, because I was reading some articles. Also, I attend some. I think conference on Microsoft. No, Microsoft was showing a product. No, this is they have for manufacturing. Inside that software, they show that, for example, they have their customers and they say, okay, this person works in, let's see, the Metro, that's the company. And then they went to link it and place that name on that screen, and the screen connected to all the persons that were in Metro. Therefore, they knew how big is your company, how many persons are working there, and that was one thing that the system has. No, and then Microsoft has now the AI from OpenAI, that's the Chat GPT, and they have introduced it in all its products, and therefore now is really that is one way, that they can. And I was reading that they can use also for marketing. No? For example, if you want to promote your products, you can use the AI, to generate the emails, make the analyze the response, read the response that they have, make statistics. That stuff can be done, and then now they are doing that. And therefore, what level that's is okay. But the problem is now the transparency. Then Microsoft and Google are the companies that they have specified very good the different norms that have to be according to their software that they create. One is the transparency, the other is the something that everyone is equal. There cannot be differences in the according to the persons, because and this is the part of AI that is now in place in the manufacturing. The AI is together with the robotics. And the robotics now, nobody speaks about robotics, but the robotics are the ones that are going to replace the persons, because those are robots, intelligent robots that make tedious jobs, the automation cheaper, no? Because you invest in a robot that costs $250,000, but that at the end it works all the time and can replace 2 or 3 persons there, no? And
Okay.
that is about what we have now, Armando. Then
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Lilia, any questions, or we invite people to ask questions?
I am going to make a question, but he answered before.
Oh, he answered it before.
Yeah, I was going to
Are you
ask.
worried about AI?
Yes, can a robot, how do you say it? Robot or IA take our place totally in jobs?
Yeah.
Can
The
that
thing is, no, I think the thing is this, no? We have now been different changes in technology. No? Now we have our uh, phones, the iPhones or the smartphones, and in there you have everything there. Never happened that. And there are people that have one phone and they can do everything.
¡Ay,
No?
carajo!
And then from there, for example, you can have that. And this new technology, you have to learn how to use it. And then it will be created new jobs. No? But you have to prepare for that. No? And also know what you can get from there, how you can use that. Always think, we are smarter uh, than than the than a machine. The machine can have everything, but always thinking, taking decisions. You have, if you have experience, when you take decisions, you cannot leave the machine take really the decision, and that is what is about that risk. That the AI takes all the decisions. And then you can give the decisions instead of giving to persons. And that is what I think one of the countries that I read that start making really enforcing the law was China. Because China, I think 2 months ago, has all the companies that place their products there, they have to show their how their artificial intelligence was working, about the data and everything there. They say that they cannot release, for example, they ask you for about politics in China, they cannot release that any comment over there. But they are very strict on that, and it's always possible to create that, Then you don't have to be we are a democracy, and then we will find the tools, and also the big companies have that special tools that they can start testing the different types of AI. What happened is that Google is going so fast, and also it's like when you have a runner that goes too fast, or Microsoft, they are leaving everyone behind. Then they want to stop that. I think that's something that is coins of the two faces of the coin, I believe.
Okay, we're running out of time. We have only just a few minutes for questions from the audience. Nidia Cavadia, Mia Cara, you have any questions? Sonia Baylis as well, Marisol. Man, you have any questions? Whoever is there. Nidia.
Good morning. I am a little late, but my question is how do you do to promote your book?
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, here I can show you there is a special link there. I can see that.
Oh yeah,
And then there is a link to my website or RoboGeek. There you can find, if you want to purchase my book, over there is a button that you click and you buy it through Amazon. The other thing is I'm promoting now courses for adults, And one of the things that they need is Python. We are giving a free course of Python, therefore maximum 50 persons, but they can register, and then also they can learn that. And they can find that in our website. The date is on Friday, the 10th. We will have 2 different sessions. And we also, if the persons cannot go attend that, we will have in our YouTube channel the free courses.
Okay, Omar, you had to hold your QR because some people wants to scan it. Closer to the camera, please. Closer to the camera. Closer. No, higher. Center. There you go. You got it, Lilia?
I can't see it.
No. Okay, can
I
you put it closer to the camera? No, the other one, little bit up, center. There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, anybody else? Mia, Cara, Sonia, Marisol.
Pues en español solamente felicitar al autor. No sé nada de inglés, pero aquí estoy apoyando. Felicitar a mi hermana, que lo ha hecho estupendamente bien. Y también, pues, felicidades para el director, felicidades para la coordinadora, Marisol, saludos para Mía Cara. Y muchas felicidades para Omar Silva, muchas bendiciones. Y su esposa, que está ahí a un lado apoyando. Muchas bendiciones.
All right, Nidia Cavadilla, any questions in English?
Another question, maybe it's interesting a book about the technology in this moment. I think that is more easy, more difficult.
I think always when you read something, try to read just the highlights. And in the book, we explained many of the chapters in, I think, an easy way, but then also go deeper. When you see formulas, you just skip them. Because when there are comments there, for example, you start with the part 10 of the book, that is what we will tell you what kind of technologies is ChatGPT, how can you use it. But the most important is try to use the AI and see what can you do with that. And once you enjoy that and can use in different things that you have in your life, you will feel better. No, it's not, I think it's, you need also, I will try to do the Python course that we have next November the 10th. Also in YouTube, but if you look in another 10, you can have that there. Yeah.
Okay, so that's practically it.
Armando,
Sure.
Armando, yo tengo una pregunta y también una, por favor, ¿me oyes?
Sí. En inglés.
Okay, I haven't asked. I'm very interested in the artificial intelligence and storing some. I'm very bad in technology, but I'm interested in certain things because it's very good for questions, for exploration. Anyway, this is the information that you give in order to be in contact with you. Could you please send it to Marisol so she can send it to me, because I'm interested to speak to you about artificial intelligence.
So
I said that.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you could share your information with Marisol, and Marisol will deliver it to.
Yeah, I will send that information to Marisol.
All right. Okay, anyone else? If not, so thank you, Omar. It was a wonderful interview, very informative. Lilia, good job. Sonia,
Thank you.
muy bien en español. Mia, very well in English. And Marisol Paredes, you could.
Thank you very much, Mr. Director.
I was not.
Perfect.
Gracias. Yo el inglés no lo sé tanto, hay algunas palabras de saludo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from Peru.
Ay, no.
Thank you.
Estoy como con lenguaje de señas, así algo parecido. Pero ya prometo que sí voy a estudiar el inglés para la próxima expo, voy a sorprender. Primeramente, darle la bienvenida a nuestro escritor internacional, Omar Silva Fulchi, a la alfombra roja de la expo literaria, de esta sexta expo, que justamente ya mañana es su último día, 4 de noviembre, estamos haciendo la clausura, pero de verdad que nos deja un hermoso y dulce sabor de boca, porque cada día hemos escuchado historias tremendas, y la de hoy día pues es la última. Inteligencia artificial es la que está dando la hora. Yo de verdad que estoy así curiosa, como todos los presentes, de saber más sobre esta herramienta, ¿no? Aunque dicen que la inteligencia artificial ya se ha estado dando, pero no digamos como que esto no es novedad, como que siempre ha estado presente, ¿no? Sino que ahora ya es una captación o una globalización de datos, es lo que he escuchado, no lo digo yo, sino yo he escuchado ese tema, y que ya ahora se da como inteligencia artificial. Eso ya lo sabría el señor Omar Fulchi, se lo dejo como una pregunta para que después me la responda. Y terminar puede decirle a nuestros queridos radioyentes seguidores que vayan a la plataforma de Amazon, vayan a comprar este libro de nuestro querido escritor Omar Silva Fulchi, Inteligencia Artificial, que lo vas a encontrar en 2 versiones, en electrónica y en física. Es lo nuevo, lo nuevecito que estamos ahorita preguntando. Pues, ¿quieres saber más? En ese hermoso libro lo vas a encontrar todas tus preguntas, ahí están todas las respuestas. Gracias, señor director.
Okay, thank you very much, Omar. Thanks for being here, and also Lilia, Sonia, Mia Cara, and Nidia Cavadia. See you next time. Hopefully next year we will have more interest in English, because there's a lot of people who wrote their books in English, or they have translated their Spanish books into English. It will be nice to talk to all of them to promote their books in this language. Thank you very much. This is Armando Garcia, director of the Nuestra America Online Radio and the World Press Agency in the United States. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Goodbye. Thank you.